It's my game. Well, let me give you some context. Hi, they call me Pi, and today I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about my game. It's called Little Middle Class Rap. It's a card game where I don't even know how to explain the game, but it's not important. What is important is how the game has been teaching me how to kind of let go of my perfection thing. Perfection thing? What does that mean? Perfectionism. That's what it's called. So what I've realized over this past year is I've been so afraid of putting something out that people wouldn't immediately fall in love with. And I just think that's an unrealistic place to approach things from. Whether my game comes out and it's a blockbuster, everyone loves it right from the get-go, or it's a slow burn and it doesn't do well, people don't like it, there's an opportunity for me to learn and make adjustments there. And I think I need to approach the game that way. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to take you guys back down memory lane. So when I initially came up with this idea, the foundation of the idea, it was really to make a game as quickly as possible, something I could ship in a few months and get out the door. That was the initial plan. And I was able to accomplish the really small scoped game I had in mind pretty quickly. I think within the first 2 months of turning on Photoshop, I was done with all the major assets and only really had promotional art and packaging material left to make for this card game. And I think my insecurities of, is this good enough, is this enough value, kind of tricked me into feeling like I needed to add more for this game to be worthwhile and for this game to sell. I don't know how else to say it. So me starting in December and being done in January then turned into me making more characters, more abilities, and adding on more and more fluff instead of focusing on just shipping the game. And adding all this extra context and content, what ended up happening is I lost a pretty big file, a lot of hours of work, and that just shut me down and made me not really want to push forward anymore for a pretty long time. When I finally did kind of get the motivation to work again back, I think I turned a lot of that energy toward YouTube and trying to figure out how to make YouTube work, make my platform big enough so that the game would have a successful launch with the audience I was building on YouTube. So what I was doing was finding all different kinds of ways to avoid just pushing through and shipping a product. And that defeats the whole purpose of what I was aiming to do. So I think from here forward, what I'm going to do is really buckle down and focus on the ship, getting that project out and in front of people. Now, that said, I have added a lot, and I do think it's pretty valuable and pretty interesting. But that main core loop of the game, it is out there. You can go try it out right now. It's available for free for download on my website. You can go print it out. I'll have a link to that in the description. But you will start to see a lot more middle school class rep related content in the coming weeks as we move toward a formal Kickstarter launch, as I finish up some of these assets, the vital assets like the promotional stuff and like the box art that needs to get out there. So what can you take away from this? What value can you guys gain from my little story? I guess it'd be this: it's okay if you fail. It's okay if you invest a lot of time and energy into something and it doesn't work out the way you plan or the way you hope it does. Even through failure, you have opportunities to learn and be better for the next time. And even in my situation, had I shipped the game back in February, back in March, when it was essentially done, it's 8 months later now. I completed that game in about 2 months. What else could I have learned and done between now and then had I just took the leap? So go ahead and push yourself to ship. Push yourself to put that project that you might need a little bit more. Don't trick yourself into thinking you need more than you do. I guess that's the takeaway. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll call it there. Like I said before, I'll have a link in the description to where you can check out the game. And until next time, guys, God bless, be safe, and I'll see you then.